Ladies and gentlemen, in this video I will show you all the new additions to the businesses inside of the GTA Online Criminal Enterprises DLC. If you're looking for a specific business to be explained, check the description down below for timestamps so you can skip ahead or skip backwards, whatever you want to do. First up is the biker business. This has a couple of new additions, while the biker businesses themselves, like the cocaine factory, etc., do not have any new additions. The biker clubhouse does. There's a total of 3 new additions, the first one being the bar. You're able to resupply this bar and making sure that it has enough booze around so the customers can keep coming in and spending their money. Every day you will get about $25,000 added to your safe, and then later down the line you can also start picking it up if you so desire, like seen in the footage. The biker resupply missions is basically like you would expect. You go to a location, you drive a slow van, you get attacked by 2 NPCs, and that's pretty much it. The second addition is 2 new MC contracts by the names of Hit the Roof and Life and Death Bikes. These 2 missions seem to have a bit more priority over the older contracts, so they should be relatively easy to play. If you have a custom bike shop, randomly you will get calls and text messages letting you know that a bike has been dropped off by a customer who would like to see it customized in a specific way. Make sure to do this and keeping an eye on the bottom of your screen so you can see what exactly it is the customizations that you have to do to the bike. If you do that successfully, you can then deliver it for a profit of about $40,000, considering that you have to spend $10,000 to apply the modifications. It is also worth noting that for the first time you do any of these activities, you will be paid out triple the amount. So don't get fooled by seeing $150,000 and thinking you're about to start spending money, because the next time you're doing it, you get $50,000. For the CEO warehouse, what you want to do is go to your warehouse and then look out for any of these NPCs. These will allow you to spend $7,500 and then they will go out and source crates for you. There's no set amount of crates that you will get for this, considering the fact that it is random. So you either get 1 crate, 2 crate, or 3 crates. There is a chance of getting this special cargo like the minigun and the egg and that sort of stuff, but those chances are obviously not super high. You're able to do this every 48 minutes for every single warehouse that you own. So if you have 5 large warehouses, you could potentially go to every single warehouse and then fill them up through the NPC. Granted, it's not going to be the best way to go about it in terms of like money per hour type of thing, but it's something that could potentially be a bit passive, considering that every 48 minutes or any in-game day, you'll be able to go back to them and have them source another crate. You're also able to then sell this stuff through your assistant inside of your CEO office by exporting some mixed goods. This will give you a total of $50,000 and is also able to be done every 48 minutes. And if you're wondering if this really is the new go-to way of earning money with your warehouses, I'd argue it probably isn't, considering the fact that it's much slower, it takes a lot more time, and the chances of you spending more money than you normally would on those source crates is probably rather high. Having said this, if you do have 5 large warehouses and you are using Loopy the entire way through to fill it completely, it is possible that with a double cash and RP week, you'll be able to make a total of $33 million in a full lobby, because the high demand cash bonus has also been buffed by an entire percentage. Granted, this will take significantly longer than doing it the normal way by just sourcing the crates yourself, but it's something to keep in mind, to like maybe do it here and there, have a crate stored, and maybe over time you'll have plenty of crates that you could potentially sell and make a little bit of money here and there. Or if you're looking for a quick bit of cash, $50K here and there from the exporting of mixed goods could potentially be something that is worthwhile as well. As for the Nightclub, there is a few new things that you can do. First and foremost, and probably the most interesting thing about it, is the sourcing mission, so you can actually source some goods for your nightclub business. In order to do this, all you have to do is call up Johan, and he will allow you to then go to your location, pick up a van, and then bring it back to your nightclub. Granted, unfortunately, there is a 20-minute cooldown in order to be able to do this again, so if you want to keep repeating these sourcing missions, you're out of luck. Having said this, even though there is a 20-minute cooldown, normally there was no way of resupplying your nightclub at all, so having a crate or 2 being added to your supply here and there will probably go a long way in the long run. In addition to the source missions, you're also able to go inside of your nightclub and then look out for any of the blue dots or icons on your map. If you approach this NPC, you'll be able to throw him out of your establishment, whether that's by force or by being nice to him and bringing him to the hospital. It will give you a little bit of cash as well as more nightclub popularity, which is a good thing considering that if you have a higher nightclub popularity, more money will be added to your save more quickly. Obviously, this is something that is just a nice thing to do, and again, not really a massive money-making method here. And last but certainly not least is the bunker. There are two new additions to the bunker, which is either the resource missions or the ammunition deliveries. For the resource missions, what you can do is call up Agent 14, and it will give you a mission to allow you to increase your research. Now, as far as I've heard, because unfortunately I'm not able to test this myself, considering I've done all my research on all my characters on every single account, so it's utterly pointless to me, but I've heard it's about 10% for every mission that you do. While that seems on the lower side, having your bunker in the background as you're doing this will in turn obviously also increase your research, meaning that as you're doing research missions, your bunker will still generate more research, and it will kind of go hand in hand and speed up the process ever so slightly. It is definitely much better than it was before, where you're just sitting in your bunker for hours hoping that eventually you'll get the item that you desire. Unfortunately, considering that there's close to 50 items for you to unlock and it's all based on RNG, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Having said that, most of the stuff that is in there nowadays isn't entirely worth it, except for like the attachments for the weapons. The Oppressor Mark 1 maybe if you're looking for those missiles, but generally speaking, it's really not that relevant anymore. The second thing you can do in your bunker is the ammunition deliveries. This will allow you to deliver a red loader to an ammunition location every 48 minutes, earning you $50,000 every time to do so. It is unfortunately a slow truck, and driving that all the way to Los Santos can be a little bit tedious, but it is $50,000 if you're looking to make a bit of quick cash. And yes, to those paying attention, it is indeed the reverse order of the bunker setup mission. And that is all the new business stuff added with the Criminal Enterprises DLC. If you want a conclusion from me in terms of what the money-making methods and all this stuff looking like, if you want my personal advice, I'd say it's not really something worth doing if you're solely in it for the money. It is worth checking out though. There are some interesting missions in there, though most of them follow the same pattern of drive a slow truck with two NPCs shooting at you. It's something that was pointed out to me by Bunny in my Twitch chat, and now that I've mentioned it, you can also start noticing it and get annoyed at it. You're very welcome. Yes. But with that said, that was it for this one. Thank you also very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed or found it useful. Subscribe for more. And if you like what you see on the channel, make sure to become a member like Chloe, Robert, and KFC Chicken. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all later.